Hi, can a manager expect different things from his team if they are doing the same work again and again? Based on this perspective, in today's contemporary managers more or less are absurd because they want new things from their team, but they spend their time in their office, sitting in the desk, reading reports, attending meetings, and rely on a bunch of information from their core close circle of people. Things will not work that way. The only way is that they should get up from their seat and walk around and see for themselves. And that is what is Gamba Walk. It gives an opportunity for them to solve customers' problems and also workplace issues. Now, Gamba, for a manufacturing company where it is more commonly used, is the place where the real thing happens, that is the shop floor. For a construction company, it is the construction site, the building site where the actual construction is happening. For a retail showroom or for a retail shop for that matter, it is where the service is provided to the customers. For example, car showroom. Another example could be a music recording company. For a music recording company, it is the recording studio, that is what is the Gamba, meaning it is the place where you can observe and you can analyze and take actions. In this video, let us talk about Gamba Walk. Why is it so important for today's business? Its approach and successful steps for Gamba Walk. Please watch the video till the end. Gamba is a term first used by Toyota, which means going to the real place where the action is. In the 1980s, in search of excellence, author Tom Peters popularized the concept when he talked about management by wandering around. But both these concepts are different, even though Gamba Walks also take management to the real place to see daily actions and are more focused. Now, for example, in a manufacturing environment, that place is often the manufacturing floor where you create the products which you are going to sell to your customers. By going to that place and observing the various work processes, managers can gain new data and a fresh perspective. Gamba Walk allows managers to identify areas of waste that could be eliminated from work processes to improve efficiency. Moreover, one gets aware of what is happening at every level and is also pushes the importance of leadership. The Gamba Walk is a concept developed by Taichi Ono, the father of just-in-time production. Its initial purpose is to allow managers and leaders to observe the actual work process, engage with employees, gain knowledge about the work process, and explore opportunities for continuous improvement. Now, why is Gamba important for businesses? It is important because managers always look up to their superiors. For example, the CEO for directions, as organizations are vertical and often complex, but value flows horizontally across organizations to various customers. Therefore, as such, a Gamba Walk helps managers see and reconcile the horizontal with the vertical. In lean manufacturing, the whole point of Gamba is that problems in a business process or production line are often easily visible, and the best improvement comes from going to the real place where leaders can see the state of the process for themselves. During the course of a Gamba Walk, managers and supervisors are expected to simply observe and understand the process. What is also supposed to be done is to encourage greater communication, transparency, and trust between the different level of employees and leadership. As such, it will not be correct to use a Gamba Walk to point out employee flaws or enforce any policy for that matter, as this may run the risk of employees putting up barriers to leadership. There are three important elements of this tool. First is go and see, so that managers on every level can take regular walks around the shop floor and to be involved in finding wasteful activities. The second is ask why. This is to explore the value stream in detail and locate its problematic parts through active communication. There should be willingness to listen rather than talk so as to identify problematic parts of the process. Third, and the most important, is you need to respect the people, meaning that Gamba Walk is not a boss walk. Neither it is to point fingers and blaming people, not to judge and review results. You are there to collaborate with the team and find problems together. Now let's talk about the approach to a Gamba Walk. The approach should be of engagement and showing genuine interest in what people are working so that they will look forward to seeing you. Prepare to observe, ask questions, and promote creative thinking among employees, and you should approach your walk without assumptions of what you are going to find. Because assuming you already know what the situation is before you see it can actually prevent you from observing reality clearly. Successful observation requires lots of practice, and over time, managers learn how to look at their business processes in productive ways. They also learn what circumstances indicate problems, what problems to ask workers, and how to use their observations for further improvements. The process may not be comfortable in the beginning, but confidence can be gained with time. Now let's look at the steps for a successful Gamba Walk. Before you walk the shop floor on your Gamba Walk, you need to have knowledge of the processes and people in your facility. You also need to make a plan and follow the steps, and the plan should depend on your goals and objectives. Now let's look at some basic steps. First is to pick a theme. When you go to a Gamba, you have to choose a theme, and it could be productivity, safety, cost efficiency, etc., and a list of questions which you are going to ask. I have enclosed the list of questions here. This will help you to focus all your efforts and be effective. Second is to prepare your team. The team that will be observed should be prepared for what is going to happen. They need to have a clear understanding what the Gamba Walk is, and is a common process where the final destination is continuous improvement. The workers should feel more comfortable and willing to collaborate. Third is to focus on process and not on people. This is not the right time for evaluating the performance of your team, as if you focus on people's abilities, then they may resist. But the purpose is to observe, understand, and improve the process. Fourthly, be where the value stream is. This is also an opportunity to identify areas with a high potential for waste activities. Eliminating those activities will help you improve the overall performance. Then you can record your observations. What is needed is to record observations that grabs your attention and leave the analysis for later on once you have all the facts available. This will help in effective problem solving. Subsequently, you need to have an extra pair of eyes. Supposing if you are inviting a colleague from another department with totally different daily tasks, it will also help in a big way, and it will be a good idea as well, because people who are less familiar with the processes usually have a fresh point of view and ask different questions that you may never ask. Lastly, it is the follow-up. As a follow-up, you should share with the team that what you have learned or seen, even if you don't find anything significant during Gamba Walk, or else the team will only have the feeling of being watched. If you are going to take action after the walk, you need to inform the team about the relevant changes and why they are necessary. Now, Gamba also reveals waste. Gamba Walk also helps to identify and eliminate waste from work processes, ultimately making operations more efficient and less costly. Let us talk about the 3 M's: Muda, Mura, and Muri. The concepts of Muda, Mura, and Muri are another lens through which you can look for waste in your facility while on a Gamba Walk. These terms refer to specific types of imbalances that indicate there could be a problem with your processes. You want to have the right amount of workers handling the right amount of materials to make the appropriate amount of products to meet demand. As such, Muda, Mura, and Muri can help you achieve this. So in summary, we can summarize as: By taking you to the real place where the work is performed, a Gamba Walk can reveal many things about your business that you might not have otherwise discovered. It helps to bring inefficiencies and other problems to light that do not add value to the end products that you sell to your customers. It helps in building stable relationships with those who actually do the work and create value. It also helps in achieving continuous improvement much faster. Gamba is one of the simplest and most effective workplace improvement concepts which is in use today, and it can also be used with any other tools as part of improvement strategy. As such, there is no reason not to use this concept on a regular basis. Thank you for watching.